Was up? All right. Yeah, we're live today. So, one, it's Thursday, and we were supposed to do a yard, and probably going to get on a little rant. You know, born and raised here in Texas, and then you get people who move from other states, northern states, and they capture an attitude, you know, just like this person. And anyways, on our neighborhood Facebook page, I offered to help somebody by mowing their yard at a cheap price. And, you know, told him my schedule, told him, hey, we got 4 pools. I run a pool company. And, after I get done with all the pools, blah, 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 we'll come mow it for you. Mow it, edge it, weed eat, blow off everything. Well, I said, I'm fixing to be done. Let's catch up, how you pay me and all this and that. And so, dude just ghosted me. And I was like, well, it's a good thing that I didn't go over and mow the grass and do the job and then get stiffed on payment. I've had that happen quite a few times. And it's usually, and I hate to be like this, but usually it's people who are not from my town who do that to contractors, especially yard guys and pool guys. You go over, you clean the pool, you get it all nice and good, you throw chemicals in it, or you go out and you mow this yard and you edge it, you weed it, you blow it, you got it looking real good. And they stiff you on payment. And it's usually people from out of state who do that to people. And, the town that I grew up in is a real small town. And we might have had 200 people graduate. So, it's a small town. Temple used to be a small town, and then we've had the influx of out of staters, and they wonder why a contractor won't come out and won't do a job for them because half the time you come out, you've already quoted them a price for your services, and then they stiff you, or they say, "Oh, you're too expensive. I got another person coming out," and then they get on Google reviews and trash you, even though you didn't do a job for them. I don't understand people's mental process when they do that to contractors, and especially small business guys who are out there just working hard to put food on the table, pay the bills, keep a roof over the head of their family. I don't quite understand people's grasp on reality, but there's people who do that. And I can understand if a contractor came out, he already quoted you a price, and the price is doubled, and then he did shoddy work. I can understand trashing somebody if that occurred to you, but you know, when you quoted somebody a price and you've had over 35 years of experience doing it for people, and then somebody else comes in and just trashes you, you know, it's amazing how much the level of disrespect or no respect for anybody has gotten in society. It really is. But there again, since the thing that occurred in 2020, people's mental capacity is very, very minute. It's non-existent. People's patience with people is just very short. But that's the way it is. But the bottom line is my customers that I do have, I've had for almost 5 years now, and we do the work for them on a weekly basis. We show up on time. We get things done that we can do. And sometimes there's things that's out of our control that we can't get done, such as ordering parts or having to fix something where we have to rearrange a schedule. You know, I've had to do that plenty of times where I have to redo my schedule, and then I'm fixing PVC, I'm replacing parts, and or even just doing a drain and clean or cleaning a DE filter. So, and DE filters take a while because you have to pull out every grid, you have to clean both sides, and then you have to put it back in. Make sure your manifold is sealed. I mean, it's just all types of things that you have to deal with on the pull route. And just like mowing, there were plenty of times when I was mowing for companies where we had equipment failure, and there were times that we couldn't get a job done because of equipment failure. So, things happen, things occur. And usually when you bring up things and say, hey, this happened, blah, 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 people understand. And it just seems like nowadays people just don't understand anymore. They don't want to understand. What's going on here? Police officers everywhere. I tell you, and that's another thing. I was on the way to my second pull today, and I'm driving down the road, and here comes a high speed chase. I had to pull over, and you talk about that adrenaline going because you don't know what the idiot's going to do, if he's going to head on collide with you or what's going to happen. But had that happen this morning, and saw about three cops after him. Saw a DPS trooper after him. I mean, it was crazy, crazy morning. Hopefully tomorrow we don't run into stuff like that tomorrow, usually Fridays are pretty laid back, and I just want to end the week on a good note. This week's been pretty well. We've done mowing. We fixed a DE filter that was leaking, and cleaned a lot of pools. And it's been a great week. The weather's been good. It's a little chilly in the mornings, but I've had a pretty great week. Staying on the keto diet. Just so far today, I've only had 8 carbs. So, I know it's the wrong time of the year, but it's got to be done. You know,